What is Java, and what are its features?
Java is a popular programming language, created in 1995. It is now owned by Oracle, and more than 3 billion devices run Java. Java is easy to learn and simple to use. Java is a high-level and general-purpose programming language. Java is open source and freely available for anyone to use, with huge community support. Java is an object-oriented programming language. It is secure, fast, and powerful. As Java is close to C and C#, it makes it easy for programmers to switch to Java. It is used for mobile applications, desktop applications, games, web applications, database connection, and much more.
How is Java code executed, and why is Java called the platform-independent programming language?
There are basically 2 steps involved here. Compilation and execution. The Java compiler compiles the source code into a different format called Java bytecode. This Java compiler comes with the Java development kit. The Java runtime environment has a software component called the Java Virtual Machine, or JVM. This JVM takes in our bytecode and translates it to the native code for the underlying operating system. This means that you can write a Java program on one platform, such as Windows, and then run it on a different platform, such as Mac OS or Linux, without making any changes to the code. This is the reason why Java applications are portable and platform-independent.
What is JDK, and what is the difference between JRE and JVM?
JDK, or Java Development Kit, is a kit that provides the environment to develop and execute the Java program. JDK includes 2 things: 1. Development tools, to provide an environment to develop your Java programs. 2. JRE, to execute your Java program. JRE, or Java Runtime Environment, is an installation package that provides an environment to run the Java program on your machine. JVM, or Java Virtual Machine, is a very important part of both JDK and JRE because it is inbuilt in both. Whatever Java program you run using JRE or JDK goes into JVM, and JVM is responsible for executing the Java program line by line. Hence, it is also known as an interpreter.
What does the static keyword mean?
The static keyword in Java is used mainly for memory management. The static keyword is a non-access modifier used for methods and attributes. Static methods and attributes can be accessed without creating an object of a class. We can apply static keyword to variables, methods, blocks, and nested classes. The static keyword belongs to the class rather than an instance of the class.
What is the void keyword in Java?
In Java, the void keyword is a reserved type used mainly to specify that a method does not return any data type. There are some functions that don't return anything. The return type for these functions is void.
What are the different types of access modifiers in Java?
In Java, all these classes and methods should have an access modifier. The access modifiers in Java specify the accessibility or scope of a field, method, or class. We can change the access level by applying the access modifier to it. There are 4 types of Java access modifiers: private, default, protected, and public. The access level of a private modifier is only within the class. The access level of a default modifier is only within the package. The access level of a protected modifier is within the package and outside the package through child class. The access level of a public modifier is everywhere.
What are string args in Java?
String args in Java is an array of type java.lang string class that stores Java command line arguments that are supplied when executing a Java program. Here, the name of the string array is args. However, it is not necessary to name it args. We can name it anything of our choice, but most of the programmers prefer to name it args.
What are classes and objects in Java?
Every Java program should have at least one class that contains the main function. A class is a group of objects that have common properties. An object is an instance of a class. A class is a template or blueprint from which objects are created. For example, the animal type dog is a class, while a particular dog named Tommy is an object of the dog class.
What are methods in Java?
A method is a function that is part of a class. When a function belongs to a class, we refer to it as a method of that class. You can pass data, known as parameters, into a method, methods are used to perform certain actions.
What are the data types in Java?
In Java, data types are divided into two groups. These are of different sizes and values that can be stored in the variable that is made as per convenience. Primitive data types include byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, and char. Non-primitive data types such as strings, arrays, and classes, etc.
What are the operators in Java?
Operators in Java are the symbols used for performing specific operations in Java. There are multiple types of operators in Java: arithmetic operators, assignment operators, unary operators, shift operators, relational operators, bitwise operators, logical operators, and ternary operators.
What is typecasting in Java?
In Java, typecasting is a method or process that converts a data type into another data type. There are two types of typecasting: widening typecasting and narrowing typecasting. Converting a lower data type into a higher one is called widening typecasting. It is also known as implicit conversion. Converting a higher data type into a lower one is called narrowing typecasting. It is also known as explicit conversion.
What are keywords in Java?
Java keywords are also known as reserved words. These are predefined words in Java, so they cannot be used as variables, object names, or class names. Some of the keywords are abstract: boolean, break, case, catch, char, class, default, do, extends, final, and so on.
What are the conditional statements in Java?
Conditional statements in Java are the executable block of code dependent on certain conditions. It controls the flow of the execution of the program. In Java, the main conditional statements are if, else if, and switch.
What are loops in Java?
In Java, loops are control structures that allow you to repeat a block of code multiple times based on a specified condition. There are three main types of loops in Java: 1, for loop; 2, while loop; 3, do-while loop.
What are jump statements in Java?
In Java, jump statements are used to alter the normal flow of control in a program. There are three main jump statements: break statement, continue statement, and return statement.
What is a ternary operator in Java?
In Java, the ternary operator is a shorthand way to write an if-else statement. It takes three operands: a condition, a value to return if the condition is true, and a value to return if the condition is false.
What is an array in Java?
An array is a data structure used to store a fixed size, sequential collection of elements of the same type. Each element in an array is identified by an index, and arrays in Java have a fixed size, meaning that once an array is created, its size cannot be changed.
What is the purpose of garbage collection in Java?
Java garbage collection is an automatic process. Automatic garbage collection is the process of looking at heap memory, identifying which objects are in use and which are not, and deleting the unused objects to free up memory.
What is this keyword in Java?
This, in Java, is a keyword that is used to pass an instance of the current class as a parameter, and to differentiate between the local and instance variables. Using the this reference can improve code readability and reduce naming conflicts.
What is the final keyword in Java?
The final keyword is used to apply restrictions on classes, methods, and variables. When applied to a variable, it means the variable's value cannot be changed once initialized. When applied to a method, it means the method cannot be overridden by subclasses. When applied to a class, it means the class cannot have a subclass or child class.
What is finally keyword in Java?
Finally, keyword is used in exception handling to define a block of code that will be executed regardless of whether an exception is thrown or not. It is typically used in combination with try and catch blocks. The finally block ensures that certain cleanup tasks, such as closing resources like files or database connections.
What is finalize method in Java?
The Java finalize method of the object class is a method that the garbage collector always calls, just before deleting or destroying the object, that is eligible for garbage collection to perform a cleanup activity. Cleanup activity means closing the resources associated with that object, like database connection, network connection. Once the finalize method is completed, garbage collector destroys that object.
When should I use the super keyword in Java?
The super keyword is used to refer to the superclass or parent class of the current object. It is used to call superclass methods, and to access the superclass constructor. The most common use of the super keyword is to eliminate the confusion between superclasses and subclasses that have methods with the same name.
What are the different types of errors in Java?
Error is an illegal operation performed by the user which results in the abnormal working of the program. The most common errors can be broadly classified as follows: runtime error, compile time error, and logical error.
What is a runtime error?
Runtime errors are detected during the execution of the program. These errors occur when a program does not contain any syntax errors but asks the computer to do something that the computer is unable to do. To handle the error during the runtime, we can put our error code inside the try block and catch the error inside the catch block. Example: array index out of bounds exception, arithmetic exceptions such as division by 0.
What are compile time errors?
Compile time errors are those errors which prevent the code from running because of an incorrect syntax, such as a missing semicolon at the end of a statement, or a missing bracket, class not found, etc. Compile time errors are sometimes also referred to as syntax errors.
What is a logical error?
A logical error is when your program compiles and executes, but does the wrong thing or returns an incorrect result, or no output when it should be returning an output. For example, if a programmer accidentally adds two variables when he or she meant to divide them, the program will give no error and will execute successfully but with an incorrect result.
What is exceptional handling in Java?
Java exception handling is a mechanism to handle runtime errors such as class not found exception, IO exception, etc. When an arithmetic operation encounters an error, such as division by 0, it raises an arithmetic exception. In Java, exceptions are handled using try-catch blocks, a try block that encloses the code section, which might throw an exception. One or more catch blocks handle the exception.
What is a package in Java?
A Java package is a group of similar types of classes, interfaces, and sub-packages. Package in Java can be categorized in two forms: built-in package and user-defined package. There are many built-in packages such as lang, AWT, javax, net, IO, util, SQL, etc.
What is multithreading in Java?
Multithreading is the process of executing multiple threads simultaneously. A thread is a lightweight process, the smallest unit of processing. Multithreading allows Java programs to perform multiple tasks concurrently, improving efficiency and responsiveness. Java multithreading is mostly used in games, animation, etc.
What are the different memory areas assigned by the JVM?
There are 5 types of memory areas that a JVM can allocate: class area, heap memory, stack memory, program counter register, native method stack.
What is the difference between heap memory and stack memory?
The JVM divides the memory into 2 parts, stack memory and heap memory. The stack is used to store the order of method execution and local variables that follow a last-in first-out mechanism, while the heap memory stores the objects, and it uses dynamic memory allocation and deallocation. The size of stack memory is limited, and exceeding this limit can lead to a stack overflow error. Heap memory is a larger memory space compared to the stack, and its size is determined by the operating system and can grow as needed.
What is the difference between the equals method and the equality operator in Java?
Both the equals method and the equality operator are used to compare 2 objects in Java. The Java string equals method compares 2 strings and returns true if all characters match in both strings. Else, returns false. The equality operator compares the reference or memory location of objects in a heap, whether they point to the same location or not.
What is the superclass of all classes in Java?
The class named object is the superclass of every class in Java. Java.lang, object class is the root or superclass of the class hierarchy, which is present in Java.lang package. All predefined classes and user-defined classes are the subclasses from object class.
What is an applet?
An applet is a Java program that can be embedded into a web page. It runs inside the web browser and works at client side. Applets are used to make the website more dynamic and entertaining. It works on the client side, which means less response time. It can be executed by browsers running on many platforms, including Linux, Windows, Mac OS, etc.
What is a servlet?
Java servlets are the Java programs that run on the Java-enabled web server. They are used to handle the request obtained from the web server, process the request, produce the response, and then send a response back to the web server. Servlets are capable of handling complex requests obtained from the web server.